what's up guys? So I'm actually at work right now working on my truck. So this Ranger was the daily, now it's broke down. So I'm gonna give you a quick overview of what's going on with this one and plans for the future build on this one as well. So alright, so that's a 2.3 liter. So what happened was I bought this a while back for 600 bucks, and at the time didn't realize they actually overheated it. It was running fine for a while until one day it decides to misfire, and then I realized third cylinder was down actually to 60 psi instead of 180 psi. So I ended up checking piston rings and all that, make sure it was building up any pressure. Everything was fine. Also realized this hose was off when I first bought it. The guy did overheat the truck at a point, but at the time it was running perfectly fine. It wasn't really much of a deal until I drove it a little bit longer. It ended up getting worse and worse. But so I got the head reshaved, valve job done, valve seals, did all the timing components inside of the engine as well, so just to be safe. So as of right now, I'm finishing up putting the exhaust on. Intake I'm not doing just yet because all the wiring here, I'm gonna be redoing it right now real quick, just so I don't have to deal with all that bad wiring. So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure all my hoses are good and all that, just to prevent from me having problems later on down the road. And since the intake sits right here and goes over, it's always in the way, so it's harder to get to. So alright, so here's the truck. Little shit wheels, 16. First thing I'm gonna do is probably put some wheels on. I'm gonna check these wheels I have over there. They actually came off of Mazda Miata, a newer style one. I think as long as the hub, actually let me check this real quick. So yeah, quick plan over this. So my plan is basically JZ swap this, do drag build on black truck, black wheels, some nice set of wheels, maybe some Steelies, who knows, lower it down, upgrade the suspension, and basically for the bed stuff, taking all this stuff off, taking that plastic off, and I might do some liner in here. So instead of this plastic thing, this is going to be the spray on kind, and I'll have this covered completely and then do a drag wing on it. I mean, there's nothing too special as of right now, but that's a quick overview. You'll see here a few things. All right, so all these wirings, see, it's all cracking and all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and relume all that. I'm gonna just do it in here. I don't want to take out the whole harness, just do all of it. I'm just doing the main parts as the little thin parts. This thick stuff I won't do, just all the little connectors and stuff like that. So see all this, it's all cracking. Same with here with your mass airflow sensor. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, fix this. Then this, I might get another bracket, might not, I'm not sure. This is some kind of sensor. I might just zip tie it in place. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then that probably will be the last thing I do today. I'll get back here at detail. I'm gonna clean up the valve covers real quick and spray with some degreaser. Alright guys, so I got the valve cover all cleaned up, pressure washed and degreased. I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush real quick and clean all the rest of the dirt off, just because I'm really picky and I want this clean as possible, even though it's gonna get dirty and then later on who knows what's gonna happen. But yeah, all I'm using is this plastic brush on a die grinder. That's all cleaned up as much as I can. Really can't get in there, but it's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna basically put a little bit of gray paint over it, make it look good, and install it probably the following few days. Today's Saturday and I gotta work Monday, and throughout the weekdays I don't have much time to do of my Ranger work. All right, so there's the engine. Looks all shiny because I cleaned all that shit out. So basically I was gonna do the wiring. It's already 4:30. I'm trying to get some rest, probably get home, edit the videos. So I'll do that next week, Saturday. I still got to get thermostat housing in before I do anything else. So I'll probably do this following week. We'll see when I do it. It'll take me about 30-40 minutes to finish this up. As you can tell, I'm doing the wiring on it, which is a lot neater than all that shit there, you know. So you see there's a big difference. So I'm gonna go finish up doing the rest of the harness, and hopefully it comes out good. And then after that, I'll start installing the, all I'm doing is the main harness, by the way, just this, and then I'll probably rewrap just the one where that you'll be seeing all this up here. So oh shit, look at that. Why did I do that? I'm dirty as now. So most of the wiring's almost done. I'm not doing the big whole harness, I'm just doing the little wires because all that's messed up. So most of it's already ready to go, as you can tell. It's a lot cleaner now compared to before. So just wrapping it up. So you can tell all the wiring's neater than before because, as you can tell, look how brittle that old tape and all that kind of stuff is. The plastics on it are just so brittle. So I'm down to the last 2 wires right here, and once that's ready, I'm gonna go ahead and think I might be installing the valve cover. Everything's already torqued underneath, put new seals on it, get the thermostat all that done, get the radiator hose all that connected, and then get the last water hoses back there. And then hopefully next week I gotta get new injectors, plugs, what else, plugs, wires, and I got the other parts somewhere laying around, and hopefully it's all good after that. I'm about to go ahead and start mounting the bracket on the side of the engine that holds the compressor in, and that holds the compressor and the alternator in place. So after that, I don't have my valve cover gasket. It's somewhere, but I think I have it at home. I'm not 100% sure. So once that's ready to go, we'll get all that bolted in. I'll probably start charging the AC system maybe if I get enough time. I don't have much time here, so I do got to get some clamps for these water hoses there. So I'm actually installing the compressor now. So what I'm gonna do is got some replacement O-rings for the AC system. I'm gonna go ahead and replace these 2. I already replaced this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one real quick. Should just come right out. Right there. There goes that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this real quick. So once that's done, push the new one in and it's ready to install. Over here, alternator's in, wires connected for power and the connector. So we'll go ahead and install compressor real quick. I still got to do the water pump pulley and the power steering pulley. And after that, I really won't do the power steering just yet because I still got to do the intake. So I'm gonna have to buy new plugs. Got the old wires here. These are brand new, so they've just been here sitting for a while. So I'll see if I replace them. I think they're still good, as you can tell. Yeah, they're still good. I'll just use these and get new plugs instead. So once it's ready, hopefully, I'm like this close, like to finish it up. Still got to torque down the crank and remove the bolt that holds the pulley in place so it can be timed. Same thing with the pin on the side that holds in. Still got to remove that before I do anything else. Before I even crank it, let's say, because if I crank it like that, I'm so yeah, let's go ahead and install the compressor real quick. I'm sorry about not recording a lot because I'm trying to get stuff out of the way and it's almost time to go. So I'm gonna do that last bit and then I'm gonna see if I have a valve cover gasket. I swear I did. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and just order a new one and then install the valve covers, new plugs. And I still got to get the coolant temp sensor for the head. That one's at home. I'm not sure where it's at. Got new seals for the intake as well. So still got to install the EGR pipe. Might delete, might not. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's about it. And also, I will be replacing injectors. As you can tell, they're bent since they were all rusted on there, and might as well do that now than later. So yep. Good morning, guys. So as of right now, so last time in the last video, I was supposed to get this Ranger running and all that kind of sort. What happened was I had my compression tester hooked up and all that stuff, and I had a jump box connected to the starter so I can crank in the engine over, since I had all the timing stuff done and valve covers put on just in case. But engine's gonna have to come out today, so I'm gonna do that today before I leave. I'm gonna go pick up a new car, and I am down to 60 psi on that one. I put some oil in it, the compression bumped back up. Either I rebuild the bottom end or I end up swapping the motor. So right now I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna be doing, but we'll be removing the engine today and cleaning it up maybe. So everything up top is already disconnected, so all I have to do is remove this power wire for the starter, and then from there I gotta remove it. That hurt. Oh, son of a biscuit. Me on the phone and forgot about the damn lift. Damn, it hurt. Oh, lift. Alright, so back to it. So as of right now, I gotta disconnect the harnesses for the trans and all the little sensors for it. So there should be like 1, 2, 3, 4 connectors there. So I'm gonna disconnect that real quick. This is already disconnected. You gotta chop off that zip tie. So and this comes right out. Zip tie up here too. So other than that, yeah, let's keep continuing on this. I try to record as much as I can right now because I'm trying to get this out of the way today. But right now, harness is all removed. All right, let me watch out with that thing again because I don't want to hit my head again. So harness is removed from the trans. I had to cut the O2 sensors off due to, or at least one of the O2 sensors, because as you can tell, the connector was actually, the connector itself was actually hitting the exhaust, so it actually melted down the connector. Now the connector's in 2 pieces or 1 piece now, so that's ready to go. It's kind of a pain in the ass just to remove that damn exhaust bolts, but since everything's all rusted, so now I got to deal with these. These are rusted, but I'm gonna just chop them off. Good to go. Sucks for this. Yeah, that'll just pop right off. Just like come off, it'd be neat. Let me put this phone down. Hard to do with one hand. It's hot in here, so got the exhaust off. There's that. Might just use this 240SX exhaust, catback exhaust, and just somehow make it work. Who knows? As of right now, gonna have to drop the trans mount here, or yeah, trans mount bracket, whatever, to remove this side of the exhaust. Right now, I'm gonna put it back down. I'm gonna remove the harness, put that away, then reposition the lift points on here, and hopefully I'm able to use, yeah, I'll probably just mount them right here instead of the support here, because this wheelbase on this truck is so short, so you really can't lift it right on these. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and just lift them from there, reposition everything, and then remove harness while I'm up there. And after that, all I have to do is basically the converter bolts and all the trans bolts for the bell housing and all that is all basically removed now, other than 2 of them, which is holding everything in place. So as you can tell, reason I'm removing trans is because I'm gonna be replacing block. If not, I'm gonna JZ swap this, depending. We'll see what happens within a week. But as you can tell, once I fix the head issue, the oil pressure bumped up a bit, and then it actually blew the rear main seal on this thing. So either way, piston rings no good on 3rd cylinder, so I'm gonna have to either replace that, new pistons, rebuild the whole bottom end, who knows. But everything has to come out. And while I'm up here, I'm actually gonna spray some degreaser, spray it all off, and make sure it's clean before I do anything else. So as you can tell, it's a bit rusted. I might spray some liner down here and just keep it clean for getting all rusted again. But so far so good. Engine, Sally has to come out, looks so clean. I did all that work for nothing. So right now, gotta remove the converter bolts in there. As you can tell, you gotta remove the starter, and it's a whole lot easier when you have the intake off. So keep that in mind. If you do have a Ranger or anything of that sort, take your intake off, and it'll be a whole lot simpler. It's just right there, and you can reach easily with a gun and just sip them off. All right, let's remove those real quick. And I got a wrench right there, so I can turn the crank and hold it if I need to. So I got all the bolts out of the way there now. So what I'm gonna do now is adjust the lift points and then start removing the trans. And then also, I think I have one more bolt up here, but I'll make sure once I get to that part. So all right, so I'm going back up. The lift points are weird. They should be now. I should have done it in the first place, but I always got used to lifting the truck up that way. It was a lot easier, but now it looks a lot safer instead of that tilting. That's perfect where it needs to be over there. So I'll show you where I did it real quick. All right, so I had the short on here, or short spacer. Same with here, right under here in front of the trans mount. And over here, instead of on the leaf spring, I got it over here on the frame itself. So it's actually a lot better that way. I should have done that a long time ago, but I never really paid attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower this bracket. 3 13s on each side, and then I think some 18s there. So we should be good. And after that, first of all, I'm gonna go get the trans jack. So before I end up making something fall here, I might have to call a buddy over to help me remove the trans, so I'm not sure yet. So, problem found. JC swap time.
I'm just trying to get it tight. No, keep going.
Dude, it's like the old Chevy truck with that thing over it. Oh, yeah. That's probably something like that thing. What's up, guys? So right now I'm completely done pulling out the engine for the Ranger. So this weekend I'm gonna decide of what I want to do with it. So I might just put the stock engine in and fix it up, or just buy new blocks. So it just depends. If not, I'll just go straight do JC swap. I got a spare block engine for it and all that stuff, so go down that route. It'll probably be naturally aspirated as of now. It just depends. I'm not 100% sure with what I want to do, because right now I'm getting another car, still got to finish my Lexus. I got so much things. I might go down the cheaper route and just do bottom end on it and just have it running for now, and then maybe in the future I can actually do the whole JC swap. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked the video, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.